Competing abortion measures will appear on Nebraska's ballot in November following a state Supreme Court ruling. One measure, known as Protect the Right to Abortion, or Initiative 439, would enshrine abortion up until viability or later to protect the life of the mother. The second measure, Protect Women and Children, or Initiative 434, would cement Nebraska's current 12-abortion ban, with exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. The Nebraska Catholic Conference is calling Initiative 439 extreme.
It's very clear. Catholics in Nebraska should be voting against Initiative 439. It is an unsafe, unregulated, un-Nebraskan abortion proposal.
Matt Heffron, senior counsel at the Thomas More Society, which filed lawsuits against Abortion Initiative 434, joins us to talk about the fight for life in Nebraska. Matt, what are the claims in the lawsuit the Thomas More Society filed against the Abortion Ballot Initiative? And can you describe the subsequent Supreme Court ruling?
I can. Like so many areas in the country, Nebraska has a single subject rule, which says that you cannot have in an initiative both two subjects that would confuse the voters so that they don't know if they're voting for one or both. And that is how we challenged it in Nebraska. The Supreme Court, it was a discretionary matter before the Supreme Court, as in many states, it was an original action to the Supreme Court done at warp speed. And the Supreme Court ultimately decided against us. And in fact, the Supreme Courts have decided against every one of these that I can see so far. Thomas More Society also brought the case in Missouri. Our attorney there, Mary Catherine Martin. The problem with it is, in so many of these initiatives across the country, they're all worded similarly. And what they do is intentionally deceptive. The bet is by these initiatives, these pro-abortion initiatives, that many voters will want a little bit of abortion, but not a lot. And so they term it in phrases that would make it sound like this is just a little bit of abortion, when in fact, most of them bring on unregulated late-term abortion throughout the entire 9 months. That's
troubling. We've seen pro-abortion measures win in multiple state elections. What are the real expectations in Nebraska?
You know, I've heard just recently that it is now neck and neck. It's about 50% both ways, which is shocking because Nebraska has always been a pro-life state. We've had 50 years of abortion regulations that were popularly enacted. The difference in Nebraska is that we are the only state thus far that also has a competing initiative. And this initiative would basically enshrine constitutional protections for the baby in the second and third trimesters. It's a distinction because no other state has tried that. We're trying it because they have lost in other states. It's unfortunate because, quite honestly, 50 years of Roe v. Wade has educated people, if you will, or at least has convinced them that a little bit of abortion is okay. It's a shame.
And very quickly, before you leave, if the pro-abortion measure passes, what impact will that have on the pro-life movement?
It will wipe out 50 years of regulation. And in so many of these initiatives, including Nebraska, it allows for no regulation of abortion. We will simply pivot. And if I have only a second, I'd say to this. All citizens in Nebraska, all citizens in the other states, Arizona, Colorado, Florida, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, and New York need to get out on the streets. It's time for no one to be sitting on the sidelines. All Catholic parishes, all dioceses are very engaged right now in getting people out and spreading the word that this is a dangerous and deceptive initiative.
Thank you for that call to action, Matt Heffron of the Thomas More Society. Thank you.
Thank you.
And don't forget to check out the Catholic News Agency's interactive map on state abortion ballots. Head over to CatholicNewsAgency.com and scroll to the bottom.